RuneScape Herblore is set to change forever. We've known now for some time that Jagex were planning to implement a quote-unquote Herblore activity in the second installment of the Varlamore expansion, and now we know what that is. On the island of Alderin, just off of mainland Varlamore, there will be a new way to train and reap the benefits of Herblore altogether. Jagex have called this Alchemy, and the biggest change between this method of Herblore and the traditional is that Alchemy won't use secondary ingredients. That's right, rejoice all of you Iron Men who just don't want to gather secondaries or don't have the necessary Herblore level to make certain potions yet. Now, you will still need your own herbs, but let's get into what this Alchemy activity actually entails. This right here is an early look at what Jagex describe as the Alchemy Laboratory. The basic crux of what you'll do here is pick up a potion order, use your herbs to break down and process into potions, and then deliver the potion for points and ultimately rewards. Of course, that's an extremely simplified look at what is a little bit more detailed, so deep breath. You'll start by picking up a potion order. Now, this potion order will have a prefix to it, which will say either concentrated, homogeneous, or crystallized, followed by the base of the potion. We have to start with the base of the potion, so here is a list of all of the base potions. Some pretty interesting ones there. For the purpose of this example, let's use concentrated earworm as the order. To make this base earworm potion, we'll need to combine a set of herbs. You'll see that the combination for earworm is MMA. This is where the herbs come in. Here are a list of the herbs used in this activity and their associated component type. So for an earworm potion base, we'll need 2 mox herbs and an agar herb. These get chucked into the herb mill to be grinded down into a paste and then added to the mixer to make a potion base. Now we need to think about the modifier. We got given an order of concentrated earworm, so we need to concentrate this potion base. This can be done at the processing machine, which has 3 options corresponding to each type of modifier. We choose the one that corresponds with concentrated, which is retort, wait for our potion to process, and then stick it on the delivery counter for points. It might sound complicated, but I'm sure it'll be one of those mini games that just becomes second nature after doing it a few times, and doesn't seem too dissimilar on the face of it from the likes of Giant's Foundry or the Gnome Restaurant minigame. Now let's get into the meat of this: rewards. Jagex have proposed quite a few things here, and some of these are crazy. First up are potion packs. These are pretty self-explanatory. You can buy yourself a potion pack corresponding to one of the 3 component types from the minigame: L, A, or M. For example, buying an L potion pack can get you things like prayer pots, restores, super defense potions. The fact that Avanto is in this category could even mean that this might be an alternative way to get super energy potions, which is huge for some restricted account types. Next up is the Regent's Pouch, which lets you store up to 28 secondary ingredients. A huge quality of life change that I'm sure Ultimate Iron Men in particular are pretty stoked about. The Alchemist set is the classic take on a skiller's outfit, but instead of just an XP boost, it also gives you a 10% chance to save secondary ingredients when making potions with the full outfit. Stacking this with an Amulet of Chemistry could make for some really high profit Herblore activity. And speaking of the Amulet of Chemistry, this activity will also give us a means to imbue it, increasing its charges and its percentage chance to mix a 4-dose potion up to 15%, which might actually make it an absolute must-have going forward. Potion storage is another big reward, and one that is really going to benefit everybody. Jagex haven't decided whether to make this an additional interface in your bank or whether to build this into the player own house. One thing's for sure though, this will give players a way to free up a ton of bank space and have all your potions in one place. And the last reward is definitely a weird one. I don't think any of us are going to be able to tell if this is either going to be ridiculously broken or just a gimmick until we see some numbers, but here it is: potion cocktails. At least that's what I'm calling it. Jagex are calling this a pre-pot device, something that is a reward from this Alchemy minigame that would allow you to insert doses from up to 5 different potions and drink them all at once. All right, you ready, old man? Where this will sit and what I'm sure will be a pretty difficult job to balance, I just don't know yet. I hope it's not a total joke, given that 90% of the old school RuneScape player base won't choose to use it unless it's better than straight up drinking from a superset. Speaking of which, is this gonna give us a mega superset? An opportunity to combine super attack, strength, defense, ranged, and magic potions to make an all-round extremely effective combat potion, or combining useful effects like the stamina potion, anti-venom, or fire with combat potions? And would we be able to mix doses from already combined potions like the super combat, bastion, or battle mage potion? Who knows? Who knows where this could go? This is of course just one element of the Varlamore Part 2 release, potentially changing Herblore forever. Sounds like fun to me, but I'm sure you guys will let me know in a comment if you're totally against it for one reason or another. Either way, I'm super excited for the second expansion of Varlamore. Not just because I'm currently playing a Varlamore locked hardcore Iron Man. Go check that out if you haven't already seen it. It would mean a lot to me and I'm having so much fun with it. As always though guys, if this update or overview was helpful, please drop a like to get that algorithm doing its thing and subscribe for future videos. And I'll see you all in the next one.